Hey guys, and welcome to episode 5 of Lakewood Gardens. This is a Planet Coaster series by yours truly, Design Candy. Welcome to this episode. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I do design and simulation games, and we design the crap out of them. So welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the series. We are in episode 5. Just a quick recap about last episode. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description. We made our first attempt at an actual ride. We were building a River Rapids ride. I still have not named it yet, so I would love to get some help on naming that ride. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and put those in the comment section below. Right now, I really truly do want your guys' input on what to name that, and we're gonna do cool signs and different cool things with that ride. I also have to finish up the entrance and exit and some of the scenery pieces, as some have pointed out. We have like vines sticking through different things and trees that are popping out of different places. So we have a lot of detailed work to go on that ride. I might do a live stream to fix all that, news to come. But anyway, so yeah, check that episode out. Again, the link is in the description. So we are officially 5 episodes in to Planet Coaster, and every episode I believe that I get just a little bit better. I have been playing this game now for a few months, and it's awesome. I really love it. Anybody that knows me and that knows the series knows that I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon just literally for fun. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, 2, and 3. Obviously 3 was by far my favorite. Just the customability that you could do, customizability that you could do with different things really was appealing to me, being a young designer. And obviously it was kind of foreshadowing to what I do now as a profession. But anyway, I love this game, man. This game is really fun. I also play City Skylines on this channel. You probably know me for that, but a little secret is I actually like this game. Not better, but it's close. It's pretty close. I like this game because it reminds me of The Sims, which I will introduce at some point on this channel. I don't know if I'm ready to take on that just yet. I've been doing a little bit of research, but anyway, this game reminds me a lot of like The Sims, and the custom things that you can do are just endless. So anything that your mind can think of is possible, and I really love games like that. What we are building today is an arena, concert hall, like, I don't even know what you call this. I don't know what I want to call it yet, but I don't know if you guys could tell yet what we were building, but that's what it is. And right now we are working on the seating area for the concert venue in the park. Yeah, so we can call it the in-park concert venue. Okay, so here we go. Another opportunity to name something. Look at this. I love my series because you guys get to name everything. So give me suggestions, tips, tools, tricks, anything you guys want me to do, but specifically give me suggestions on what we should name this concert venue. I'm liking like Lakewood Gardens Arena, Lakewood Gardens Amphitheater, Lakewood Gardens Concert Venue, something like that, something cool. Give me some suggestions. So this project has been massive. I want to start off by giving you guys a couple of tidbits of what I'm doing. Obviously we are cutting to a lot of progress, so I always love to tell you guys how long things like this take, just in case you want, you get inspiration and you want to try your hand at it. I definitely think everybody should, and just kind of learn how to do things if you're into this game. But this took around, I would say total 6 hours total, multiple recording sessions, multiple recording files when I'm chopping and editing this up. We've condensed this significantly because just a lot of the things that you guys see, it took a lot of trial and error to figure out how I want to handle seating, how I want to handle paths, how do I want to handle different elements of this build. I'm even building this outside of the park barriers. Like, this isn't the space where it ends up. You'll see that later on in the video, but we actually take the whole building and then move it, just because I needed, you know, optimal space to build the blueprint of what, you know, this would be. So yeah, it's been a interesting process on how this building system works, and, you know, trying to get it down and trying to figure a couple things out. I still haven't nailed down the seating piece. Obviously there's these concrete roofing edges. I think these are trim pieces for buildings that I'm using as like a blueprint for seating. So I will come back and, you know, build some sort of chair or maybe some sort of bench or something that it looks like people will sit. I still haven't nailed down exactly what people will do here. So it might be just a big, cool, non-functioning arena, which I'm still okay with, but I don't know if there's like a landmark piece or some sort of point of interest or scenery piece that I can put here that people will actually show up to and go, you know, in this building contraction. It might just, you know, look really cool and it'd be a cool build that I built. So I'm not sure yet how we're gonna figure that out. But again, I just wanted to build some sort of concert venue with the stage and speakers and utilize the lighting system here. And the end goal for this will be having shows here. I want to build like a waterfall lake behind it or in front of it, and just make it like a really cool venue. I want to have shows and music and light shows and water shows. Obviously a make-believe concert, because that's kind of what you would have at a park like this, but having like a fireworks display behind it and a beautiful lake behind it with rocks and waterfalls and this beautiful scenery. That's the end goal for this. We're probably talking like episode 90, so stay tuned for this series. We definitely will come back and revisit this at a later date, just because of how massive it is and the progress that we get to. It's a lot. We do get a lot of progress, but still I mean, it's far from done. Even after these recording sessions, there's so much to do. So as you can kind of see, I've been going with the wood theme all throughout this park. Our color palette is black in the wood for the buildings, and then a lot of the rides carry the Lakewood Garden theme, which is a powdered blue and a yellow. The powder blue and yellow, it's an interesting color combination. I'm not a fan of that combination, just because of how washed out that powder blue actually is. Even with the graphics that you'll see when I start building the stage, the Lakewood piece, I have some custom billboards. And if you haven't checked out my billboard tutorial, check out that episode. I think it's episode 3. Check that out. But I have some custom billboards with the park branding Lakewood Gardens on it, and it gets super watched out. So, you know, I'm not really loving the colors, but nonetheless, it's the branding of the park. So anyway, we're going with the wood and black theme for this area, for this building. So yeah, and also just the level of detail that I do want to get to. I'm trying to instill in these builds, just get a lot more detailed. I think that's my goal. That's my end goal for this series and for you guys watching. I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like what sets me apart? Because a lot of Planet Coaster builders, all the greats out there, they're very, very good at building like detail-oriented things, and I'm trying to learn, guys. I'm trying to learn. I think I'm getting there. Tell me how I'm doing. Go ahead and shout me in the comments. I'm sure you will, because you guys always do. You guys always tell me what you think, and I appreciate it. So let me know how I'm doing. And I'm super excited, guys. So now we are building the stage. The stage. So every amphitheater concert venue has a super legit stage right in the middle, and I was super excited to build this. And I know that sounds super random, right? Doesn't that sound random? Okay, so the reason why I'm really excited to build a stage, or we're even building a stage at this stage in our Planet Coaster series, is because I went to a John Mayer concert. That's right. I'm a huge John Mayer fan. I love his guitar work. It's legit. It's awesome. Nonetheless, we went to the concert, me and a buddy, and I saw his setup for his stage. It was super cool, super futuristic, super technology oriented. And I mean, literally, I had inspiration. I'll show a couple pictures on the screen now. One of the arena where we saw him at, and then one of his songs. We were kind of far, but it was just inspiring. And I'm like, man, I want to build some sort of concert venue, some sort of concert venue with TVs on the stage. And of course, the update's out for Planet Coaster with the billboards, as I've utilized in my last probably few episodes. And I just had to utilize them here. So later on, you will see we used the big billboards as TVs, and I just like the inspiration juices start flowing. There's just so many cool things that I'll be able to do that I'm dreaming up. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit of time to really dial in everything and really get those screens together. I want to work on it this next week for next week's episode. Next week's episode will kind of be like a update episode. We'll probably finish the queue lines and everything for the water rapids ride, and then get a little bit more details for this concert venue. Who knows? I never know what I'm gonna do until I actually sit down and implement it. So, that to come. But anyway, that concert was super awesome, and just kind of the stuff that they did was just amazing to me, which you can do with LED screens and lights. And guess what we have? We have LED screens, billboards, and lights, and it's gonna be fun. So right now on the screen, we are working on the exterior piece of the concert venue. It's coming along super nice, guys. Look at that stage. That stage looks really cool, man. I'm super excited about it. And it's also really, really fun to see the progress when you're looking back at the time lapse. Again, I've recorded this before. So when I do the commentary, this is literally weeks after I've actually done the recording and done the work. And just to go back and realize, man, in a sitting, I did all this, and the next sitting, I know exactly, because I can see it in my clips right now as I edit when the actual recording sessions were. And it's cool to come back and see oh wow, okay, so the first time I came back and I did this, and then I got this idea, and then I got this idea, and then I took a couple days off and came back, and then I got this idea, and then this idea. Even what you're seeing on the screen now, this is days after we even built those walls. And just coming back and having just different ideas and seeing the different techniques and tools that I've learned in between episodes too, guys. I'm watching everybody. I'm watching all the big YouTube people, myself, and just getting, engaged in the community and posting on Twitter and Reddit forums, and just trying to get feedback from you guys, looking at my comments and trying to get better, literally trying to get better and make better content and make a cool park. There's a lot of stuff to learn too. There's a lot of stuff to learn on this game, but I'm getting it. It's coming along. We are now building the roof portion of the concert venue, and I went with the scaffolding at first. It seemed like a cool idea, but then I saw these cool wooden posts, and I tried those out, and it didn't really work. And then I saw the black post, and I was like, okay, here we go. That's the trick. And right now we're gonna work on the entrance piece of the concert venue. I wanted to go with of course, the powdered blue and yellow theme for Lakewood Gardens. I envision just huge billboards on the side where the blue concrete, where the blue siding is, and just having, Lakewood Gardens Arena, whatever you guys name it. Again, another plug, put the name. If you watch this far, you gotta definitely, come on, you gotta give me some suggestions. So go ahead and put the names down in the comments. But yeah, we're gonna put some big decals and billboards on the outside of that. Right now, you guys can see the screen. So now all the technology pieces and all the lighting and everything will come to fruition. You can kind of see the end result of, what we're building Just the first piece without details, obviously, but I wanted to try my hand at just the technology piece and, okay, where do the lights go? Where do the speakers go? Where are we going to put, billboards? Are we going to, what billboards are we using? Obviously, I have nothing customized yet. These are all the stock billboards and then the customizable billboards that I already have in the park. So you guys have already seen that logo and that, all the screens you've seen before. I don't have any custom videos just yet. Those are in the works. I'm still exploring exactly what I want and what we'll build. But yeah, so right now we're doing the side screens. I just do a splash logo there. Obviously have to rotate it. That looks funny. And this comes back to the contrasting piece that I was talking about a little bit earlier, and how we got to have like a little bit deeper yellow, as you can see on the billboard behind on the stage, how that contrast is pretty dark. But then if you wash it out, because that's the same color, literally the same color, so when it's all yellow like that, it just, the blues and the whites contrast and they kind of clash. So we'll be working on that nonetheless. But now you can kind of see where I envision the screens going, and just having 3 screens. These will be all tied together in design candy fashion. So you guys check out my episodes where I stitched all the screens together. These will be very similar. And again, inspiration from that John Mayer concert where he had just crazy cool backgrounds, where one of the backgrounds, he was in a beach setting and the ground was the water, or different cool things like that. So right now we are building the light trussing. I'm looking for just different wire pieces that can hold up this so it looks a little bit more realistic. And I found this cool scenery piece that is a roller coaster track fitting for an amusement park. Any amusement park that has a concert venue, I think that would be super legit and cool to have, a roller coaster track as the light truss. And it turned out super cool. Turned out really cool. Wait till you guys see the lights in them. And then we make the time of day dark. Man, it looks cool. It looks cool. I think at the end, you guys let me know in the comments, I think at the end I add a little bit too much crap to this stage. I got a little bit carried away, and I probably will go back and scale down significantly. But I just got super excited. I'm like, man, a concert? Really? Like, really? Did I just build a stage? Like, this is super cool. And it really works. It actually does work as a trussing system. I've been to a lot of concerts that have diagonal trussing like this. It's kind of a new style. Maybe it's not new. Maybe people have done it for a while, but I think it looks really cool when the trussing isn't like level. I think that's the correct term. Yeah, level. And it's diagonal like this, and the lights have like a cool down effect, like they're descending down. And don't keep in mind too, I also, and you guys will see in a bit here, I also do like a traditional trussing around the park just for aesthetics, or around the concert venue, just purely aesthetic purposes, because the way that the lighting system in this game works, and you can kind of see it now, in a normal setting, and I have a little bit of experience with live production. So in normal settings, you would have haze, and what haze is, it's like a water-based fog. You would have a haze system, and then you would have point lights, intelligent fixtures, or just regular, fixture lights. And those lights would emit a beam through the haze. So the light beams would shoot through the haze, and you get these cool dimensional beams. I tried this with this game. Obviously, it didn't work because the smoke is more an effect versus, like, it affects the area, but then it evaporates and it doesn't stay. And so Planet Coaster, like, guys, if you ever had a cool idea, or ever were taking ideals, this is a cool idea. Make the smoke stay and like linger, and then make the light beams, able to shoot through the smoke, because then that would give that concert like effect. But nonetheless, I did add the smoke. It looks cool. It's overkill. I already know. I know you guys are going to tell me in the comment section below. It's super overkill, but it looks really cool. We are now aligning the bottom of the stage with some lights, just to give a little bit more light here. And we are just, we're just going to align the stage with some cool lights. Again, you can kind of see it when you're really close up, how it has the beam through. I wish that beam would just like shoot through though, and you know, the smoke lingered, because it would make it look really, really cool. I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures of some light beams or different things that I'm talking about, so you guys can kind of see, like on the screen right now, as you can see how those lights beam through. So that would be cool if Planet Coaster did that. Come on guys, I think you guys can do that pretty easy. So we're getting to the end of this episode. Right now on screen, you guys are looking at me build a truss system. This is a different style. Your traditional trussing would be metal, and the lights that you would put in them would light up all of the trussing, and it would give it like a little cool effect. Obviously, this in the game, you can't find metal pieces that have light reflected off of. Maybe you can. Let me know if you can. But this piece will go over the stage, and I think I put it, so yeah, over the stage, and then we placed them strategically around the venue, all across the venue. So like the sides, the front, the middle, and then obviously on the stage, just to give that cool trussing lighting effect. You know, you go to concerts, you guys always see the lights, and to hold the lights, you have to have some sort of trussing element. So that's what we're building. Right now, I'm making these wood column blocks that will fit the 2 lights on each side. Again, I wish that they had metal pieces. I wonder if they do. Again, let me know if they have some sort of metal piece that it would work a little bit better, that the light could actually reflect off of, because that would be ideal. I'll also look on the Steam Workshop for next episode and download a couple different stages to kind of compare between mine and, you know, stages that people in the community have already built. A lot of people have built a lot of stages too, so it's pretty common. This isn't anything new by any means, but it was like a cool project that I just had to do. I just had to do this. So right now we're gonna finish up the trussing system. We're adding these cool little cable wires to hold up the trussing system in effect, right? You're gonna need something to hold it up with. Instead of using wires like I did for that vertical bar, I decided to go with this. And it is kind of massive. This is almost a little bit overkill. Now that I look back at it, it's super massive, but it looks legit. It actually does look pretty legit, so I'm still happy with it. But I looked at other people's staging, and again, even recording the commentary, just so you guys know, a lot of YouTubers record commentary multiple sittings as well. So I'm actually coming back on this section after looking at some of the stages on the Steam Workshop, even though I just said I was gonna look literally 2 minutes ago. But after looking at some of the stages, and it's right on par, it looks very consistent with what everybody else has built. So yeah, and just getting the lights in there, lighting it up, and then now we're mounting the lights. I decided to mount lights below and then on the top and bottom. The below lights obviously have absolutely no effect because we're #overkill on every single light now. It's gotten to the point now where this stage has so many lights that none of the lights are even super effective. So you have the lights, you have the 3 screens, you have the lights all around the venue, and now these lights. Pretty much this is for aesthetic reasons only. These lights literally will have no effect on the atmosphere. I am thinking about mounting in some places, mounting one of those huge floodlights. I think that would actually do something and add a little bit more color. But they're so large and they look so unrealistic in a trussing system like this that I might be holding off. But nonetheless, we have built our blueprint, and now it's time to start placing it every single place inside of this park. Again, we place it everywhere. Really quick though, little tip for you Planet Coaster players out there. We had to take the building and then save it as a blueprint. So the lights, I had to take those, make it a building, and then save it as a blueprint. So if I ever needed to pick it up and then manipulate it and move it, I was able to without deleting every single piece. Now in here, I do delete every single piece just to get it straight on. But at first you can see I had it just parallel to the stage instead of slightly slanted. And I get it here. I finally realized, oh, those lights would probably be facing towards the stage, not on the side of the stage. And we replicate this on every single corner. So as you can see here, we're putting the lights facing the stage, because theoretically in a modern venue, you would have the lights facing the stage. So anyway, this is wrapping up this episode of Planet Coaster. This is episode 5. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this long and watching this series. I really enjoy playing this series. I really enjoy playing this game. I love taking the ride with you all. Again, if you guys have any suggestions, tips, and tricks on what to build, hit me up. Shout me out in the comments below. Hit me up on all the social media. Instagram, I do like quick, super futuristic, what do we call that? What is that? Up and coming pictures? Yeah, there we go. So I post updates and teasers. There we go. Teasers on my Instagram account exclusively. Some on Twitter, but there's like an album on Instagram. So go check that out. Also, check out all my other series on my channel. Again, The Sims are coming soon. I'm looking at different series to do. If you guys have a game that you want me to play, let me know that too. I'll definitely start playing anything that you guys would like to see. So this will do it for Design Candy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
I'm losing my grip, and I'm starting to